Hello and welcome to Sharing Your Great Practice. Now this week we're in Liverpool at Archbishop Beck Catholic Sports College, where they've completely rewritten and transformed the curriculum to make it more creative. 5 years ago, the school embarked on a journey to radically change its curriculum. In Year 7, children who enter the school are taught a creative literacy curriculum. Instead of learning each subject like history or English separately, they're assigned one teacher who delivers a series of specially thought-through themes that are cross-curricular.
We call our Year 7 curriculum Creative Literacy, and the Creative Literacy curriculum covers history, geography, English, drama, ICT and citizenship. So in the past you would have in the school separate subjects, but now it's one subject delivered by one teacher. I think we felt we had a really traditional curriculum at the time, and we felt that pupils need to develop lifelong skills over the next couple of years, that the skills they're going to need for the future.
In this class, the teacher, whose specialism is ICT, is being introduced to the new curriculum and is being supported by an outside partner.
I've usually got the safety of my computers, so when I'm in a classroom without my computers I find it quite strange to the point, I haven't got them to rely on. So it's been quite interesting for me on the whole. Obviously I've got to stand and I've got to prepare different lessons but keep them engaged from a pupil's point of view, which is obviously where you're mostly coming from. It's good for them because they're obviously getting a broad way of learning rather than just a generic classroom.
We invited all the heads of department to come together, and they basically told us what they needed to teach during Year 7, during Year 8. And then there was a big discussion, and we decided that we could deliver the content that we need to deliver via themes. Different themes we have are, for example, the Romans, we do the boy in the striped pyjamas, we do space, we do living here and loving it. Living here and loving it is all about Liverpool, so we talk about the history of Liverpool, the geography of Liverpool, the culture of Liverpool. We take the pupils out to the Albert Dock and around the city to really live their own city. And a lot of our pupils haven't necessarily visited some of the places we take them to. So we open their minds to new experiences.
The school's brought in outside creative consultants to help in changing the curriculum and to teach new approaches to learning. This Year 7 form have been studying the boy in the striped pyjamas, but in this class they're learning new thinking skills, how to debate, to present an argument, how to back it up with evidence.
Although they're told all the time that they should speak out in class, they begin to think that's just something they've got to do, and they don't really necessarily value it for themselves. So what I'm trying to do is to get them to really appreciate the opportunity to have an opinion and to recognise that, that it has a value, and so this activity is all about not letting them have an opinion. So I'm kind of trying to flip it on its head a little bit.
One of the other benefits of changing the curriculum was that more children were becoming engaged in their learning and attendance figures improved.
We do assess them ongoing. We use APP, we use end-of-term assessments, we report to parents. So all the data shows that the approach we use does work and that the attainment levels are going up. So we are confident that pupils will achieve their targets.
They still have to pass the qualifications, they still have to have the knowledge, but they will acquire the skills to absorb the knowledge and use the knowledge far more effectively.
In Year 8, the creative literacy curriculum is replaced by logical thinking.
The logical thinking curriculum is similar to the Year 7 in terms of how we design it, but it's based around science, design technology, ICT and maths. The other subjects go back to being traditional subjects, so English, history, geography are then taught by specialist teachers in Year 8.
The Year 11 Spanish class created their own video to build their spoken Spanish skills. Now, whether it's using animation, creating videos, staging mock debates, podcasting or performing dramas, these aren't treated like extracurricular activities. They are embedded in the core curriculum.
Essentially, children learn when they're enjoying their education. It's not rocket science, it's very, very simple. Children who are being fed information that they can't absorb in a boring environment don't take the information in. If you're given a situation where you're challenged to be part of a process, if you're challenged to be engaged in the learning, so for example, if a child is participating in a piece of drama about a historical event as an example, they will remember that historical event. If they're told to turn to page 42 and read, they're less likely to remember that event.
Now, if you're interested in bringing in a new creative curriculum like this school, here are some tips from their staff. In the early stages of designing a new curriculum, involve as many teachers as possible from across different subject areas. Seek the support of external partners like creative consultants. Spend time informing and involving parents in the changes you're making. Training and ongoing support for teachers is vital to this process, so they're confident with their new approach. To find out how you can take part in sharing your great practice, then visit the Teachers TV website and find the Sharing Your Great Practice page.